On your Saturday morning. I'm hanging out here with Jim of Cutthroat Anglers. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Ty. How you doing?
Hey, fantastic. Thanks for coming in here.
Yeah,
We're
good to see
talking
you.
about fish.
That's right.
We should.
Yeah.
It's Cutthroat Anglers. First,
That's
tell me
right.
about where the shop is located at and what all can you get there.
Well, for the better part of 14 years, we've been in the Silverthorne Town Pavilion.
great.
We're right on the banks of the Blue River, so
Yeah.
anyone who's fishing the Blue is going to find us to be very convenient to get flies, information, tackle gear, whatever they might need. And I think the thing about our shop too is that when you walk into our shop, you're going to see that we have more of really what you're looking for. The first thing you're going to see is the fact we have a lot of flies. We normally have about 100,000 flies on hand. So
Is that right?
yeah, so your chances are pretty good you're going to find the pattern that you're looking for and so forth. Our guides have more experience than any other shop in the area. We have more trip options than any other shop.
That's right. You're fresh off a trip for yourself, and tell me about that. Where'd you go?
Yeah. We're just coming back from a place called Kitty Boss, otherwise known as Christmas Island.
Okay.
It's this tiny little island about 1,500 miles south of Honolulu. It's just off the equator.
Wow.
Kind of redefines remote because there's only one flight into the island once a week.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Wow.
but the fishing is phenomenal. There's really kind of two forms of fishing. There's flats fishing where you're in only about 18 inches of water, and so you're fishing for bonefish. That's a giant trevally.
Gotcha.
There's actually
Okay.
4 species of trevally there. You also fish for a little critter called sweet lips and triggerfish.
Nice.
And there's also blue water fishing as well. Guys were catching wahoo up to 90 pounds, lots of tuna, so we were having fresh ahi sushi appetizers
my
every
gosh.
night. So
Yeah, I bet.
yeah, the trip was so good. Cutthroat's looking at hosting its own trip in 2014. So
That'll be amazing.
special place.
Wow, yeah,
Special
that would be a
place.
special place.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of trips, though, Cutthroat offers a variety of different trips to get out, and not just being able to fish in our own backyard, but out of the country even.
Absolutely. We've got 3 really great trips lined up for this year. We'll be heading back to Belize at the end of May.
Yeah.
We'll be staying at El Pescador, which is a lodge that's been around for 35 years. They've won a ton of awards. They just know how to do things right.
Right.
Great staff, wonderful guides who grew up on the island fishing their entire lives. Some of those fellows have been guiding for the lodge 25 and 30 years, and so, again, very knowledgeable. We'll have access to 400 square miles of saltwater flats for bonefish, permit, and tarpon. And the nice thing about the trip is it's priced as 2 for 1, so it's a great value.
That is a great value.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. In late June, we'll be heading back to Alaska. We'll be staying at Bear Trail Lodge.
We'll be You've come in here showing some of those photos before, checking out the wildlife, and it seems like just an adventure to be out there. And is that up in Alaska there?
Yep, that's a king salmon. That's what we'll be fishing for in June. They run 20 to 60 pounds, so those are a lot of fun on a fly rod.
Yeah.
Be fishing a river called the Nushagak, which was the #1 king salmon river in Alaska last year. And then we head back again in late August, this time for silver salmon, grayling, and trophy rainbows. Bear Trail Lodge itself is located on a river called the Naknek, which is the #1 rainbow trout fishery in all of Alaska. And it's also located within the Katmai National Park and Preserve, which has one of the largest populations of brown bears in the world. So I can almost guarantee that
You're
folks who join us, you're going to
there.
have that genuine Alaskan wildlife experience.
That's great.
And anyone who joins us on that trip is going to get a $250 gift card to Cutthroat Anglers as well.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And you said that trip's going to go off in June, right, mid-June?
Yeah, one in June and one in late August.
Okay, great. And then the Belize trip is going to happen when?
Late May.
In late May. So that's coming up probably sooner than we think. If you're planning on getting to a place like Belize, you would want to plan, a little bit more than just a couple weeks in advance.
Absolutely.
So how can somebody find out more details on these trips and get involved with that?
They can go online, www.fishcolorado.com. There's some information on all of these trips right on the front page of our website. They can give us a call at 970-262-2878. Better yet, swing by the shop, sit down. We're more than happy to chat with you about these trips. They're all
They sound incredible.
Yeah, they're great, really great experiences.
That's amazing. And like you said, going into the shop, though, if somebody wanted to come in this morning and just say, hey, I don't have a rod, but I'm in town, I want to get outfitted and go cast a line in the stream, in the river, right in the backyard of you guys, can someone do that?
Oh, sure. And the fishing, in the wintertime is a little different.
Okay, tell me about
that. Water's colder, so the fish are a little less aggressive.
Sure. Okay.
It's a little clearer, so you have to be a little stealthier in your approach, have finer lines and tippets, much smaller flies with a little less bling. But, having said all that, we've had clients for the last 6 weeks coming in with pictures of rainbows out of the blue that they've caught that are topping 10 pounds. So those are beautiful fish.
Those are big.
Yeah, so, people ought to stop by the shop. We can fix them up with everything that they might need. And for folks who come in this morning who mentioned that they saw us on TV8, the first 10 are going to be given a $20 gift card.
Oh, wow.
Good for any purchase in
Making
Cutthroat.
a deal pretty sweet, just swinging into the store.
It's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, that's right. And we've been giving away quite a bit of stuff this morning already, so just adding that on top of it makes it that much better. So you guys can stop on in to Cutthroat Anglers right off of Highway 9 in Silverthorne, just about a quarter mile north of the interstate. So very easy to find,
Yep.
and it's going to be on your right-hand side as you're heading north out of, into town. So yeah, Jim, anything else to add? I mean, how are the waters doing right now?
No, I mean, the fishing is great. The Blue has been fishing great for the last 6 to 8 weeks, and now we're getting some really good reports from the upper Colorado. So
right, with a little bit more moisture in the forecast as well, I'm sure that helps you guys out a bit.
That does help. That does help.
Jim, thanks so much for coming in here and tell us about
Tom.
it. If you're looking at whether you're fishing right here in our home state or maybe internationally, Alaska or Belize. Alaska not international, it's still U.S., but far away nonetheless. Yeah. And best of luck with that Christmas Island trip coming out. We'll have
special place.
We'll have to keep bugging you guys about that one. That sounds amazing. All right, we're going to take another break. Again, another Watch Win giveaway of Thule duffel bag. Great for traveling around the country or internationally, and that's still to come, along with more great sunrise interviews and segments coming your way after this.